ready to take on the football world with their revolutionary WM formation. The game would never be the same again.
These are the Arsenal players from whom the final selection of the team will be made to appear at Wembley on April the 26th.
La-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da, all good pals and jolly good company.
The first championship followed 12 months later in 1931, with Arsenal scoring an incredible 127 goals on the way to the title. The Gunners were a potent force.
What do you think of his knee, Joe?
Oh, it's a lot better now, Tom.
You think he'll be fit all right, Tom?
Huh?
You think he'll be fit all right?
Oh. I don't think he'll have any bother now. He'll be alongside of you there, boy, and if you can get a goal like you did on the last final, well, we're all right. Right. How's that feeling, Alex, now? Getting a bit warm now. Oh, I think you've had enough. Fix that out, Joe, will you? All right, Tom. Take that over there, Joe. You're getting a bit of a mechanic, eh?
I'm getting used to this now, I'll tell you. I think he's swinging the lead a bit, Tom, this fella.
Oh, he's caused me a lot of trouble. I'm fed up on it.
You know what you want to do, Tom? You
What?
want to send him to Africa, where the knee grows.
Well, his knee will be all right, Cliff, but I don't know about his heart. How about your heart, Alex?
My heart's all right. It's a new body and a new pair of legs that I need.
No, you'll be all right, boy. You stick around there when the goal melts.
Well, if I'm not all right, Barney Beans and Mosher King will have something to say.
Who's there? They're the men that got money on it.
A season later, they went on to win the league for the second time in 3 years. One important development was the new kit, their now famous white-sleeved shirts introduced in March 1933. This time, the Gunners hit 118 goals on the way to the championship. And in 1934, the title again went to Highbury, but by then their inspirational guiding force was no longer around. On the 6th of January 1934, Herbert Chapman died from pneumonia. Loyal servant George Allison stepped into the breach, and the club continued to go from strength to strength. Chapman may have died, but his football philosophy lived on at Highbury.
I'm here today with the Arsenal football team, and in a moment you'll see just what a fine lot of fellows they are. We're all looking forward most eagerly and in the keenest anticipation to the forthcoming season. As league champions, we have the highest standard of football to maintain, and I sincerely hope and trust and believe we will maintain it.
Prolific striker Ted Drake's signing from Southampton in 1934 ensured Arsenal's success was perpetuated.
Had a hard job, you know, taking over because Herbert Chapman had set such a great example and whatnot. But George Allison and his players and his team and his trainers and his squad lived up to it, yes. If you look at his record, he did very well.
George Allison guided Arsenal to back-to-back titles, making it 3 in a row for the club. Arsenal missed out on the league, but still found success in the FA Cup. The semi-final against Grimsby was settled by Cliff Bastin's goal. The Gunners were back at Wembley yet again. The final itself was against another Yorkshire side, Sheffield United, but due to a dispute, no newsreel cameras were allowed inside the ground.
Meet the men who are drawing 100,000 today. Harry Hooper, Sheffield captain. Inside left, Jack Pickering. Arsenal captain, Alec James. Outside right, Joe Hume. Outside left, Clifford Bastin. Centre forward, Ted Drake, little knowing that he's to be the hero of the day. And now take your seat in the Pathé Autogyro and see Wembley as you've never seen it before. That's Mrs. Jones, second from the left. The fight is on. We're facing the Arsenal goal, with Sheffield United attacking strongly in the great ding-dong struggle which makes up the first half. Meanwhile, one of our cameramen is trying to get in through the tradesman's entrance in disguise. For the first 29 minutes of the second half, it's the same story. The fierce to and fro struggle with neither side scoring. But at last Bastin passes to Drake. Drake streaks through the Sheffield defence and Arsenal are 1 up. So the 1936 Cup final comes to an end, and Arsenal bring the cup woods for the second time in their career, and Pathé Gazette offers them its heartiest congratulations. Like a million ants, the huge crowd streams homeward.
The centrists think that it's a football that she carries in, and when they've had a few, they shout, "Is Arsenal going to win?" They think it's Alec James instead of poor old Anne Boleyn, with their head tucked underneath their arm.